Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is April 28th, 2024, and there's currently doubts about the continuity of both Mamadou Mbacke and Mika Faye. Also, Marc Bernal, who you might have heard of, is reportedly Barcelona's future bet for the pivot position. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and as I've announced previously, I'm currently out of town on vacation in the city of Barcelona. That is why I'm away from my YouTube studio, as you can see. So I'm bringing you this short live video to keep you up to date on Barcelona news. This is not a podcast, so I won't be addressing the chat section, reading your comments out loud. This is just to give you all the Barcelona news. Having said all of that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. By the way, quick announcement. Today, I went to the Barca Museum. It's been completely redone. It's now an interactive museum. There's touchscreens everywhere, lights, etc. It's really, really cool. Much, much better than what the museum used to be. I took my camera with me. I filmed the whole thing, the museum, my way there, etc. So I'm going to be putting it all together, and I'm going to be uploading kind of like a vlog video, just bringing you guys with me so you too can experience the Barca Museum. I liked it a lot. Hopefully you too will enjoy it. I also added footage of the current state of the stadium renovation. So be on the lookout for that. I probably won't do it until I get back to the States because there's going to be a lot of editing involved, etc. But be on the lookout for that video. Tomorrow I'm going to watch the Barcelona-Valencia match in Montjuic. I'm also taking my camera with me. I'm also going to do kind of like a vlog on the way to the stadium, in the stadium, the match, etc., and put it all together so you guys too can experience going to a Barcelona match. So be on the lookout for those two videos. But anyways, I won't bore you any much. Let's dive right into the news, because we do have to congratulate the Barcelona Femini, because they have once again, yes, once again, these ladies are unstoppable, have reached the Champions League final. And the Barcelona family had lost the home match against Chelsea in the semifinal. They lost it 0-1. They went to Stamford Bridge over this weekend and they handled business and they won 1-2. Well, 0-2, but it was 1-2 on aggregate. And once again, the Barcelona ladies have made it to the Champions League final. So congratulations to the Barca Femini, who will have another shot at winning the Champions League. I hope we could say the same thing about our men's team. Unfortunately, that's not the situation, but at least we could be happy for our ladies, because they are undoubtedly the best in the world. No one else is close to them. Barcelona Femini are absolute beasts, and they're once again in the Champions League final. Anyways, let's move on to the news, because there's currently doubts about the futures of both Mamadou Mbacke and also Mika Faye. But let's start talking about Mamadou Mbacke, the center back in Barca Athletic, someone who's been very solid, has impressed a lot at the club. Him and Mika Faye, the two of them together have been just absolutely unstoppable, just a defensive wall in front of Barca Athletic's goal. And even though Mamadou Mbacke has impressed his coaches and Rafa Marquez, there's currently doubts about whether he will continue in Barcelona. And the reason is because Mamadou Mbacke is currently on loan here for one season from the MLS. He does have a 4 million euro option to buy, which right now, given the club's financial situation, it's going to be a little bit difficult to pay that money. You might say, well, it's just 4 million euros. It doesn't make sense. Well, the reason is because Barcelona do sign, and Mamadou Mbacke is going to be for Barca Athletic. As you know, there's no space on the first team. We have a million center backs. So it's going to be for Barca Athletic, and to pay 4 million euros for a player who's going to stay in Barca Athletic, Barcelona are currently not too sure about that. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. There's no decision that's been made as far as not, but there are doubts about whether Mbacke will stay or whether he's going to end up going back to the MLS. Now, let's talk about Mika Faye. I'm sure you guys are eager to hear what I have to say about him because right now there are a little bit of doubts about what's going to happen with Mika Faye next season. Now, you might say, well, Mo, you reported that the team has agreed or the club has agreed to promote him to the first team. That is true. Barcelona did meet with Mika Faye's agent or representatives, and they informed them that Mika Faye will be getting a promotion to the first team next season. He's getting a first team jersey, a first team spot. He's getting an increase in salary. He's not going to play with Barca Athletic anymore. So you might say, well, then what is the doubt about his future? Well, the doubt is that now that Xavi Hernandez is continuing with the club, it seems that Xavi wants Barcelona to keep Íñigo Martínez. Of course, Íñigo Martínez has a 2-year contract. The club only registered the first year of the contract. They haven't registered the second. So there were doubts about, maybe just letting him go this summer since Barcelona have to register the second year and might have problems registering that. But it seems that Xavi Hernandez, now that he's continuing, he wants Barcelona to keep Íñigo Martínez. Now, if Íñigo Martínez stays, what happens is that there's not going to be a spot for Mika Faye because we have Christensen, Kunde, Araujo, Cubarsí, Íñigo, and now Mika Faye will be the 6th center back. So that's going to, of course, be a problem. Now, no decision has been made. The club has not decided on whether they're going to keep Íñigo or not. The club have not decided on anything. The only decision that has been made so far is to promote Mika Faye to the first team. But again, if Íñigo Martínez stays, it's going to be a little tough because Mika Faye will not have a spot. I mean, he will have, but the minutes are not going to be there because there's going to be way too many center backs. Now, what I would propose, of course, if I have no say in this, but if I were to propose a solution, I think the better thing to do would be to send Mika Faye on loan for next season because I would really, really hate to see him being permanently transferred. I would hate to see us losing such a promising young center back for the sake of keeping Íñigo Martínez. So I think the best thing would be send him out on loan next year, in a year, summer 2025. Íñigo's not going to be here for sure because his contract would have expired. Most likely Xavi's not going to be here because his contract also expires. So then Mika Faye could come back, new coach, spot on the team, no problem. And, he would have another season to mature in first division. He just spent this last season or this current season in third division, to spend a full season in first division with another team that would help him to grow, mature, and then he could come back to the club. Most likely, Xavi's not going to be here. Íñigo for sure is not going to be at the club. So then he could earn a spot. I think that would be the best solution because, like I said, I would really, really hate for Barcelona to lose such talent just for the sake of keeping Íñigo Martínez. Anyway, speaking of youngsters, it's reported that Barcelona's future bet will be Marc Bernal for the pivot position. Now, we know that Barcelona are going to sign Guido Rodriguez this summer. He's going to be more of a backup. They're still going to be looking for a world-class pivot, someone like Kimmich, Subimendi, maybe Onana, to have as a starter and Guido Rodriguez be at the backup. However, this is in the short term. In the long term, Barcelona are betting on Marc Bernal. Now, Xavi has recommended to Barcelona to keep an eye on Marc Bernal, to have him, be the future bet of the club. Marc Bernal's coaches are incredibly impressed with him. He has grown a lot this season under Rafa Marquez. Rafa Marquez has employed him in all different positions as an interior, as an attacking midfielder, as a defensive midfielder. He's employed him in different positions in the midfield. He's excelled in all of them. Everybody's very, very happy with him, and Barcelona are counting on Marc Bernal to be the future pivot of the first team. Now, Marc Bernal is still young. He's only 16 years old, so Barcelona are not rushing. They're not trying to, immediately promote him and have him start, not at all. Barcelona want to take their time with him. They know he's an absolute jewel, that he's very, very promising, that he is a brilliant player, so they want to take their time with him, make him, mature, grow, prepare him for that role because that's an incredibly difficult role. And once he's ready, then Barcelona want to bet on him to be the first team's future pivot. But for now, again, Barcelona want to take their time and they don't want to rush the youngster. But it looks like we could have a future pivot who is no other than Marc Bernal, which, by the way, if you haven't seen him play, make sure you do. As talented as Pau Prim might be or Casado, Bernal is definitely on another level. So definitely check him out. It looks like he will be our future pivot. But again, no rush for now. Barcelona want to take their time and, turn this rough stone into an actual jewel, because that's exactly what he is. Anyways, that is all the news for today. I finally caught a break in my day to come back to the hotel, make my videos. I'm all done now. I'm heading back on the streets to continue enjoying my vacation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, and as always, be scars.